Hello friends, I'm Abhishek Crazy from Butterfly Motions, and today I'm going to show you how I end up with the scene. In this scene I get some text on the ground. The ground is for the paper, old paper, very old paper of music. Music, I think so, it's music paper. So I just create, I seen this image or something else, or I just imagine in my mind. So I end up with the recreating the scene. So uh, so I get the texture done. And the realistic light I've created for the scene, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we use some of the global animation, ambient occlusion, and the depth of field effect, and the realistic kind of material. So, and also just using uh, some of the texture I just downloaded from Google. You can see I got this texture from Google. uh, I don't know what the name actual name of this, but I rewrite it to one. This is the texture I get from Google for the floor, and for the wood texture I got this uh, wood texture from also from Google, and these two bump map. Uh, it's for paper type of effect. You see a little bit of paper effect in the paper. So very little things I put the bump map on this. So this is the rendering now. So you see, so get rid of this and just go and create another new scene. As you already see that how what I'm going to show you in this tutorial. So create a new scene. I think new scene, the new scene. Just save it, and name it the name tutorial. I think so. Let's do it. So save it the name tutorial and create a text. So for the text, I create a more text and add something. What how type? Justin. I think so. It's good. Justin. And for the font, I choose a font. It's called type. It's typo quick demo. I think typo quick demo is a very good font for me for this kind of tutorial. This tutorial. So I just make text, and I just do the 90-degree rotation on axis. So to select the text and choose x-axis minus 90. So let's go to the put down the floor already. So select the more text, and I want in the scene to see uh, in this scene you see I just create the text and put the rounding on. So how did I do this? I just do this by just selecting the text and go to the caps and to the fillet cap on both of the sides. So on the steps I put the 5 or more. So I get the rounding edges of this. I just have to put something 6. Okay, it looks very nice to me. So let's create a floor for this. Just creating a plane, not torus, it's plane, and let's make a big enough. And put the text on the floor, right on the floor. So we get the light, ambient and shadow So our 50% of work we have already done. Just 50 we have to do some lighting, and so first we have to create some light, so we can try our texture or material on this. So I just create a skylight and put a tag. I just have a plugin called HTRL link. So I just go to HTRL link and just create uh, uh, material. So go to luminous channel and put the texture to HDR link. So in the HDR link, I launch browser and I go to the, I think, Studio Abstract Tools. Very good light I got. I already used in a previous scene. You all see like this scene using the same HDR. So for right now we don't see anything new here because we don't have any thing as a light source. So we created the sky, but it's not mm, creating light because we have to on the global illumination. So it takes the light from the sky HDR and put it on the scene. So just we just turn on the global illumination and I just choose the preset interior preview. It's very lightweight and lightweight to render, and you see we got a very realistic text in Cinema 4D by just clicking 2 or 3 buttons. But we're not creating this, we're creating the wood wood and metal text. So how we do that? So simply to create two materials, first and second. So you think why I'm putting two materials on the same way? You gonna see in future. So first of all we have to create the second one, I think so, this one. So we have to create a wood material, I think so, wood, and read down of get rid of the speculation, default speculation, and add some our GGX reflection. So add a dielectric funnel to it in the funnel setting and with some roughness to it, not that much, and some of that roughness, and get rid of any specular strength. We don't want any specular. Just do the funnel strength a little bit down, so we get some of the reflection on sides and very highly light on the corners. So we got already got the wood texture complete. So let's get put this another material for gold. Gold material I have to create very easily. Just go to add and add a GGX reflection and go to funnel setting, and by choosing the conductor, not the dielectric, choose the conductor, and in the preset browser I go to gold, and you easily create the gold for our text. It's very easy. You can create on a gold effect by same almost same thing procedure. Go to GGX and add a funnel conductor and choose a strength, add some IOR values. So I think IOR value for gold something 1.6 or 7, I don't know exactly. And for the color we have to put down some yellowish orange color. I think it's much like gold. yes, something something similar like that. So we have to go through the trial and errors to get the realistic goal effect. Uh, we are using this right now, so put the gold effect on text and gold material on text and put the how we can get the wood and metal together. So for this, select the material tag on the text, gold gold material tag, and in the selection section write down the R2, sorry, R1. So we get the gold only on corners of the text. So we also want the uh, below part get gold. So just copy the material and put R2 on this. So we get our below part also get the uh, gold material. Sorry for the bad. Hmm. I see our text got stretched texture. So for removing this, just select the wood texture and go to projection and select the cubic projection. So we get the right kind of wood effect, almost right kind of. From this distance, we can't see any difference or something. If you want correct method, I think so you have to just go with the UV mapping. So it's great. Okay, let's just put some -5 and have to tile mine point 0.5 and point 0.5. So got the right values of the text. For the flower, we have to create a material and put the uh, texture on the color channel, and the texture I show you in the starting is this texture. You see this is very bright texture, so we have to put down the color below, put some color down, and for the saturation I just put down the saturation, and some light, we have to go down the light, and also the I think it's much for the flow texture. We have to add some of the specular if we want, but the paper don't have any kind of reflection, so in the real life. So in the bump channel we have to put some of the bumpy image. So we got this bump channel. So let's put them, and value very, I think it's very low better. So let's see how much further we get right now. So already we have go well further with this text, I think so. I see the light, nice reflection on both of the side. The gold things looks very uh, prettier. I think the reflection of the wood is so bright. To get rid of that, it looks nice right now. I think roughness is too much. Now we got the right kind of. So for the floor, I think the texture is very small, so I just have to put 1.5, 1.5. So it's look the floor is very big and our text is small. I think it's too big right now. Point 8 is good for us. Okay, that's 6.8. It's good. It looks very nice to me. I just have to add the final touches. So now I'm going to add the camera. For just like the camera and this nice angle to it. I think it's nice. Okay, now we have to create some light source. So create a light, only light, and we create light from just clicking the light, this bulb. So we can create this light, and we have to put the lights much further from the text, and for the intensity we just need a 0.6. It's much better. So we have created our first light and create area shadow for this. In the shadow section we create area shadow, so we get the realistic type of shadow from it. And I have created another light and put the middle of the text and bring it up. And also we don't need this only light for the above. So in the type section select the area light and rotate it 90 degree, and scale up. Let's go to the top view to make the light bigger from the text. And also we don't want any very intense light, so just we have uh, the 30% is I think more than enough. Yeah, it should be this. I don't know, we're just creating a trial and errors. So I think I have to copy this light by holding control and put the intensity half of it. Okay, so let's render this out and see what we get. So now you see we get the light from the above, and also the light we get from the right side, but I think so it's too much light we get. You see, also see the I don't have any kind of shadows beneath that texture, so it looks more realistic. So for this, we just have to go to effects and add ambient occlusion and re-render the scene. What the ambient occlusion do? It's create the self-shadowing uh, scene. So everything is intersecting or nearby, it's creating self shadow. So it's, you see the scene. I just have to put it on the picture viewer so you can see the difference. Ambient occlusion on and off. This is for with the ambient occlusion on, and this is with ambient occlusion on. You see, already see the difference. There is no shadows beneath the text, and when we on the ambient occlusion we got the text beneath the ambient shadow beneath the text. So this is how we create a realistic type of text effects. And go further with the scene. I put some. I think I have to change just from standard to physical. I preferably use physical render because it's so much real, but it's highly uh, takes too much CPU strength, so I just put some of use it for very low setting, and then for the sun rendering I put the setting on the very high stage. So I want the physical render because I need a depth of field in this scene, so I just go to physical render and select the physical and select the depth of field effect. Right now we don't get any of the depth of field because we have to uh, uh, turn it on in the camera build. So select the camera and go to physical, and in the f-stop lower down the number. I will have to put down some 0.5, I think, so it's work for us, or 0.3 I think. So I think it's 0.3 is too much, but first we have to correct our camera. So select the camera, and this is the focus point where the camera is focusing right now. It's too much further from the text, so this we have to uh, uh, bring it near the text. It's now it's near the text, so we have to render this scene. So now we get the right kind of realistic depth of field effect. We get noisy noise here because we are using very low res settings. So we have to go to physical for that setting. Setting the scene, we have to just simply go through the physical render and sampling quality and put the automatic on this. And for the shading error threshold, we have to put down the number and use 5% or lower for further reducing noise or analyzing issue. For the global illumination, we have to choose the interval high for the high kind of uh, downsides from the sky and the light created. So this is we get the final output, the text effect. So thank you guys for watching. uh, Subscribe my channel and like and share. Sorry for the noise. I'm recording this on very late night, so next time I remember that for reducing the noise behind me. So thank you guys. Like, comment and share. If you have any problem in this tutorial or in any kind of cinema 4D things, so please contact me or comment down below this video, so I'll play as soon as possible. So bye guys.